Hey everyone, this is Carin Lynch with Plant-Based Made Simple, and today we are going to make amazing eggless salad. All right, egg salad. So what is egg salad? Basically, it is boiled eggs, mayonnaise, some veggies like celery, or maybe some onion. You got a little herbs maybe in there, and some seasonings. And it was inevitable that with the invention of mayonnaise in 1756, and then the invention of the sandwich in 1762, that there would be egg salad. In fact, egg salad, the first known recipe, 1896. So here's our ingredients. We're gonna start with 2 cups of plant-based milk. Now I would use either almond milk or soy milk, or maybe even coconut milk. Then we have 2 teaspoons of agar-agar. Then we're gonna use a ½ teaspoon of kala namak. Now if you've never heard of kala namak before, kala namak is Indian black salt. And why are we using this? Well, it has a great sulfur-like flavor. So we're gonna put this in and it's gonna give us a little bit of egginess. All right, now for our yolks. We're gonna start with 1 cup of firm or extra firm tofu. Then we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of your favorite plant-based mayo. Then we have a teaspoon of lemon juice. We've also got a 1/4 cup of salt. I use Himalayan pink salt, but you can use whatever salt you like. Then we've got 3/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric. It's gonna give us our yellow for our yolk. Then we have another ½ teaspoon of the kala namak. This again is the Indian black salt. By the way, the easiest way to find Indian black salt is either go to an Indian grocery store, because they'll always have it, or you can just go on Amazon. Then we have 2 celery stalks, a 1/4 cup of onion. I'm gonna use like that purple red onion. And then of course, if you need a little extra mayo, you can throw a little bit in, just how you like your consistency. Okay, how are we gonna make the eggless whites to start? What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our plant-based milk, we're also gonna take our agar-agar and a little bit of that kala namak, and we're gonna mix that together on the stove, and we're gonna bring it to a boil. Once it boils, all we need to do is pour it into maybe a 9x13 baking pan or roasting pan, and we're gonna stick that in the refrigerator and let that harden. Usually takes about maybe a ½ hour or so to get a nice firm consistency. All right, now easy breezy, how do we make these yolks? Well, we're gonna stick in the blender some lemon juice, some tofu with the mayonnaise, and then we're gonna add our seasonings such as our salt, our turmeric, and then our Indian black salt or kala namak. Now we're gonna blend this up until it's nice and smooth. Once those yolks are all blended up, we can stick them in a bowl, and then we wanna chop up our celery and a little bit of our red purple onion. Now let's take our whites, and we can just use a fork or a knife and kind of just crush them together so that we get that size of egg white that we'd want in an egg salad, and we can put that right in our bowl. Then all we need to do is scrape from our blender our yolks into the bowl with our whites. We can add our celery, we can add our onion, we can mix that together, and if you need to, you can add a little more mayo just to make that the consistency that you like. You will have the most amazing eggless egg salad that you could eat. We're gonna give this a try. If you ever loved egg salad and now are plant-based, you are going to be amazed by not only the texture, but the taste of this sandwich. It tastes just like egg salad. In fact, my camera person tried it when we finished before, and she said she couldn't tell the difference. It even smells like eggs in here from the namak. As you can see, I've got a couple little mice in here, AKA camera operator, who had a nibble here. So, and you wanna know what? Actually, when she took a bite of this, you know what she said? This is amazing. And that's why I called it the amazing eggless salad. So, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel here at DIY Health. And don't forget also too, to go to our Instagram. And if you go home and make this, why don't you leave us a comment and tell us how you like it. Bye for now. We'll see you next week on Plant-Based Made Simple.